Hi, hello everyone. So today's session I would like to spend on the floor lying down. So make sure you have enough all kind of shapes of pillows, blankets, towels, a sock, books, whatever can help you to make yourself be comfortable whilst lying down. So lie down on your back. And if you need to, you put something under your head to make yourself more comfortable or not. That's totally up to you. And just, if you want, close your eyes or keep them open. And just feel all the parts of your body making contact with the floor underneath you. Just scan through your body, feel the differences between the right and the left arm, the right and the left leg, and certain parts of our body seem to make a more clearer imprint into the ground than others. Just observe for a while. Then bring your knees up to the ceiling. Lift a few times just your pelvis to make sure it's comfortable. And just notice what happens in your back. What's the difference between my feet being stretched and when I bring my feet on the floor with my knees facing upwards? If you have a hard time keeping your feet like this, you can put anything, a balloon, egg box, whatever you want, or a pillow, to make sure your legs don't fall apart or go in. So they embrace that thing, they hold that what is between your legs together. And you will do then the rest of the session with this thing between your legs. And then start pressing your feet, the soles of your feet on the floor. And notice that if you press really hard, your pelvis lifts off the floor and put your hands underneath it. And now find how much you need to press on your toes to make just sure you get a sensation of lengthening and widening in the lower back, but the whole of your pelvis is still on the ground. So there's a thin balance between me lifting it off the floor and just having enough pressure on my feet to lengthen and widen my back. And then bring your hands on your hip bones. If you feel it's more comfortable for you, you can again take a pillow, lie your hands like this. It depends on the length of the bones in your arms. You can also just roll a little blanket and put your hands on the blanket. So it depends on the length of your arms. For some of you, the space between the floor and the shoulder might be high because of the anatomy of your shoulder blades. If you have shoulder blades that stick out, they will lift your shoulder. So again, you can also check and put something to support the shoulder so that it relaxes. It's supported from underneath, and then it can open. And again, you can see how high you need this. You can also try to see what happens if you support your elbow. Sometimes by supporting my elbow, the weight of my upper arm falls back into the shoulder, and then I get relaxation here. So see which part needs support, whether it's your wrist that needs a support, whether it's your elbow, or whether it's the shoulder. And at any time, if something feels changing or uncomfortable, and maybe you have a difference right and left, take this into account and shift those supports around. And once you're all installed, well, supported, just invite yourself to fall into your back, to really let all your thoughts, all your tension drop to the backside of your body. Maybe you can imagine being a river, and when the river has an agitated flow because of a storm that's just been going by, the flow, the stream of the river is busy and there's lots of stuff in it, branches, leaves, the mud has been stirred around. There's a lot of restlessness in the flow of the river, a lot of disturbance at the surface. Invite your inner flow, your inner stream to slowly clear up. It might still be a fast stream or a slow stream. Just invite it to clear up. That means letting everything that creates a disturbance fall down into the bedding of the river where it can become sediment. And that's at the backside of my body. So everything that disturbs my inner flow, my inner stream, I invite it to gently settle down towards the backside of my body, where it's helping me to widen and lengthen my back and to have all the parts of my back make optimal contact with the ground that is supporting me. The bigger the contact surface with the ground that's supporting me, the more I can take in that support. When we are young children, babies, we get a lot of support by being carried around by our parents. Later on, the support we get is a hand that holds us, holds our hand. And that goes on until the support gets smaller and smaller and we can stand on both our own legs. So now in these difficult times, it is good to reconnect to a big surface of support which helps us to reload energy, reload strength. And then you will just lift your hands off of your body for a couple of centimeters. And again, still see where you need support. This is a different posture for your arms. Maybe you need support under the elbows or the shoulders. And while I'm doing this, the pressure under my feet, that just a little bit of pressure stays there. So that means my feet and the insides of my leg are continuously working on a very low amount of tension, but there's a continuous presence, support effort of my legs. And after staying in this position for a while, you'll go to the next one, which includes also lifting the elbows off the floor. So as if my hands are resting on a huge blanket, pillow. That's an imaginary blanket, pillow on my belly. Again, widening and lengthening the back sustaining a small pressure under the feet and relaxing anything I don't need to do this. Still focusing on the backside of my body, leaving the rest out of the equation. Observing my breathing. Again, staying there for a few minutes. And then slowly my arms, hands move until they're opposite my chest. Again, embracing a huge balloon, a huge pillow. And staying here for a couple of minutes. And again, this is just an inspiration film, because this practice can take 45 minutes, 1 hour. You can do it while listening to your favorite music or an audiobook. And then raising the arms further until they're on the head level. Staying in this position for a couple of minutes. Making sure you have some continuous presence, pressure under your feet, that your back is lengthening and widening, that your chest is relaxed. Then opening the arms, bringing them sideways, so as if hanging diagonally down from my shoulders. The elbows are not touching the floor. My whole arm is loose from the floor. Staying there a couple of minutes. And each of the positions we're staying in has its own challenge, its own flavor. If you stay long enough in each of them, you will discover what they do for your back, for your neck, for your shoulders, or for any other parts in your body. How they help you strengthen or relax or find a better connection between muscle chains or parts of your body. Of course, if you have chronic pain, you are very careful with how long you do this, or you give yourself more support with blankets and pillows supporting from under the parts that need support. And then bring back the arms, the hands to the sides of your pelvis. Again, make sure you lie comfortably. So if you have very long hands, maybe your arms are crossed, maybe they're further apart, Maybe they're supported. And just feel what has changed in your body, in your mind, from when you started this. And then we will finish with rubbing our belly. And then sitting up. And just feeling, what has changed. How do I take this support that I build up whilst lying on the ground in an upright position?